So, in dealing with the situation with Isaac Kappy, it has come to my attention that this person, who you can see has been on my YouTube videos, just leaving comment after comment, was the last person to speak to Isaac Kappy when he was alive. This is her. She actually married Corey Daniels, the Phoenix Enigma dude. So she's the last person to talk to Isaac when he was still alive. And this is Corey Daniels, who just happened upon the bridge that Isaac Kappy went off of. And he can tell you exactly to the minute when Isaac went off that bridge and exactly to the minute when he was at that bridge. And it's less than 2 hours. But he knows by the minute where he was. But I can see why they're focused, because this is just one sampling of what other people are leaving on me. They're arguing with me, trying to discredit me, make me out to be a liar, make me out to be other things that I'm absolutely not. But I've been at this for a long time. People know who I am. This is what I woke up to this morning. Periscope. I had no idea what Isaac was putting us on. All I know is that I would call him on the phone. He'd ask me if he could interview me. I'd say yes. And then off we went to the races. But it's interesting because this person is just trying to discredit me. And yet, any idiot who looks at their situation with Kappy can tell that there are major issues with their story. It's just that no one has come along and actually been able to point it out. But I'm very effective at doing this shit. But in Googling Corey Daniels, I didn't even know this dude existed until about a week or so ago. I Googled his name. I didn't even know who Corey Daniels was, or this Alicia. But so I Googled his name to find out who he was and what he looked like. And interesting enough, this came up. And I find it interesting that he's obviously all over Caravan to Midnight. That has a personal connotation to me, because I was also on Caravan to Midnight. See, what's interesting for me about this is that this interview is on my YouTube. And I went on and on and on about how my father, I believed, was involved with the Jacob Wetterling abduction. And after I did this interview, less than 2 weeks later, a 27-year-old cold case, they couldn't figure out who did it. They had a perp, a confession, and a body. But the person who started to investigate, who came and said that the body wasn't not only Jacob Wetterling's, but it wasn't even human, they neutralized him. They put him in jail. He could still be in jail as far as I know, but they shut him the fuck up. But it was this interview that I did, and then less than 2 weeks later, the abduction of Jacob Wetterling was completely solved. And it's not like they haven't tried to kill me. When I was in Algona, and I lost 100 pounds in 2 months until I went and someone told me to look for rocks in my yard. I thought it was stupid. But I went around and found 12 great big pieces of concrete or big rocks. And what they all had in common with was the top surface was all exposed. They were planted in my yard like they looked like they had always been there, but they had this weird black metallic mold over it. And when I got rid of those rocks, I suddenly stopped losing weight and gained my weight back. This is an email from Doug Mesner. Lucian Greaves, founder of the Satanic Temple, because they all seem to be connected. And as you can see, like I did in Erling when I was forwarding the stuff to Shelby County Sheriff Neil Gross, I was emailing these death threats to the police. Not a fucking thing happened. Imagine that. But now they're trying to neutralize me in another way, because she now calls herself Skills. But like I said in a past interview, or in a past video, I knew this person as Emily Thorne. Of course, Emily Thorne isn't her real name. It's a character in the soap opera called Revenge. But then this isn't the first that I've heard about this whole They've been trying to threaten me into silence for quite some time now. I got this on September 23rd. I know Keeley. Keeley's directly involved with Lucian Greaves and this whole satanic Nazi pedophile ring. And obviously, they've used some AI magic to do something. Because I've been at this for year after year after year. And now this is coming out. And there it's all over. You know, Keeley let me know in September. And Emily Thorne, a.k.a. Skills, is letting everyone know now, too, it over Twitter. So, I really don't care, because it's fake. It's bullshit. They just don't like it that I'm calling them out. Like this captain dude. He doesn't like that I'm calling him out. And they're trying to close me down any way they can. But like I told him, go ahead, take screenshots. Everything I have said about this dude, all of them, are from screenshots of shit they willingly left on my YouTube videos about Isaac Kappy. So if they have a problem with what I'm presenting, maybe they should think about what they're fucking putting on my YouTube station. But old Captain ain't gonna get help from this dude. Because not only am I getting him investigated for lying about that on that police report about that terrorist attack blowing up a gas station, but this dude is running a meth operation with his uncle who's the county attorney, and it's an open secret out here. He's staying as far the fuck away from me as he possibly can, unless they want to drive over and intimidate me, which I've shown that on videos too, because they're not the brightest. They're just not used to anybody calling them out. Because around here, everybody knows about this dude's meth operation, but no one does a fucking thing about it. But I will. And why? Because this is what I sent. Skills. Emily Thorne. Whatever fucking thing she wants to call herself. The darkness owns them fucking all. And thanks to Aquino and his group, I know all about the darkness. I'm well acquainted with it. And like I said up above, their interactions with me and their ill intent binds their fucking asses to me. So that's why I do this. And that's this video for today.